Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, October 28th, 2022. Welcome to another eBay video. I have several topics I'd like to discuss with you cool cats tonight, including what I'm going to refer to as thinly veiled feedback extortion, buyers opening cases when they should never be opening a case. I'm also going to be talking about the correct way and the only way to block post office boxes on eBay, because once again they changed it in the new listings flow, and I have figured out how to do it, and we're going to do a cutaway shortly, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Today's video will be a little bit different than usual because I'm not going to be reading any comments, questions, or concerns from the last few videos, basically because I'm short on time. I got a U-line delivery today, a big one, and it took me hours to break down all those pallets and put the boxes away and all that. You know how it is. So something had to give, and it was your comments, questions, and concerns. But don't worry, starting next week, we'll go right back to the normal format. So that being said, let's get right into the meat of tonight's video. The first thing I'm going to discuss is blocking post office boxes on eBay, as well as Alaska and Hawaii. I have no problem shipping small items, first-class things or lightweight items, to post office boxes or Alaska and Hawaii. But I have been burned too many freaking times losing money because people buy these large items from me, and I have to ship a 17 by 17 by 8-inch box. And as you know, both UPS and the post office are charging dimensional weight, even if the box is quite light. So I urge you guys to protect yourselves, and I'm going to show you now how to block post office boxes as well as Alaska and Hawaii if you ship heavy items like I do. Let's get to that right now. Here I'm going to show you how to exclude post office boxes as well as Alaska and Hawaii using eBay's new listing flow. This is a little tricky, and they just changed this the other day, so pay attention, okay? First of all, if you have anything that's large, 17 by 17 by 8-inch, I'm not concerned about the actual weight of the item because they charge dimensional weight. Now, it's not bad with UPS, as you can see. However, if you're going to ship with the post office, it can be easily double that amount, and you have to take safeguards. So here's what you have to do to firstly exclude post office boxes. Scroll all the way down to where it says local pickup. Then underneath there, excluded locations. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check off Alaska and Hawaii because UPS charges an insane amount of money to ship to them. So does the post office. And guys, you can trust me, I've been doing this long enough and I've lost enough money shipping to Alaska and Hawaii that I'm done shipping there with these large items. But wait a minute. Isn't there supposed to be a box here that says post office boxes? There used to be. It's gone. You want to know where it is? Look. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's under Other. See that? Then click Done right here. Okay? And revise it. And that is how you exclude post office boxes as well as Alaska and Hawaii if you want to. Guys, it's just business. It's nothing personal. I cannot afford to ship to those locations because for Alaska and Hawaii, UPS charges insane money, as does the post office. I just can't do it, man. I'm sorry. It's just business, man. Let's now talk about thinly veiled feedback extortion. We've all experienced this, and I'm experiencing it right now. I sold something to a customer. He paid right away. I shipped the items to him. He got the items. Immediately upon receiving the items, he decides he's lonely and he wants a pen pal, namely me. I'm not lonely. I don't want any pen pals and I will not engage. His first complaint was he claimed he didn't get all the items that he purchased. I said to him, yes, you did. Open the box, look again, and you will see. He then opened the box and said, yes, you're correct, all the items were in there. So I thought that would be the end of it. Then he writes back to me and he complains about the shipping charge, saying he paid too much. Guys, I've talked about this on videos before. A buyer can never complain or leave you negative feedback about the cost of your item or the shipping charge, because by buying it, they are agreeing to those fees, those prices. So that's strike one against him. Strike two, I didn't answer him. So he wrote back to me 10 minutes later and said, what kind of a review should I write for you, knowing that you overcharged me in shipping? Question. Do you think that verbiage, what kind of a review should I leave you, constitutes feedback extortion? I checked his feedback, and other sellers have left him reverse positive feedback saying that he left them unwarranted negative feedback. That is something I have noticed a huge increase in, a huge increase. Sellers leaving reverse positive feedback. And I got to be honest with you, I find it very helpful. I declined 3 offers this week that were not bad. They weren't exactly what I wanted, but they weren't terrible because these people had several reverse positive feedback saying that they're troublemakers. I don't need a sale that badly, guys. Decline and block. So yeah, as far as this case is concerned, I'm not worried about it because number one, he agreed to the price of shipping when he bought the items, and number two, I believe he's engaging in feedback extortion. Okay, let's move on now to returns and cases. In the last few weeks, I've been telling you about 2 particular returns I have where buyers filed false item that is described cases so that they could get the free return shipping. And furthermore, I told you that I would do a video and show you how to take a deduction. I have not made that video yet. Do you want to guess why? Well, basically, neither one has returned the item. Because they filed false item not as described claims, you, as the seller, in this case me, we have to send them a label at our expense. Okay, that's the rule. And I did that. The one I'm still waiting on, but the second one was the one I told you about last week. Remember the lady with the Ford? She bought 3 14-inch hubs from me, manually changing the quantity, gets them, files a false item not as described claim and says, oh, these are too small for my wheel. I need size 15-inch, not 14-inch. She hung herself. She's nothing but a freaking liar, and she has 0 feedback. So anyway, eBay rules being what they are, I had to accept the return and send her a label. That was, I believe, last Friday. Do you guys want to take a guess what happened the next day? She opened a case against me. She escalated it to eBay even though I accepted the return and sent her a label. She escalated it to eBay. And I got the canned message that says your funds are on hold till we sort this out. And then they sent me another email that said, we have told the buyer she must return the items to you. I believe the date is November the 7th, but don't quote me. Upon receipt of the items, you must give her a full refund. If she does not send the items back by that date, we may close the case and you will not be required to give her a refund. Capiche? Okay, so on Monday, I called up eBay, concierge, got a representative. I said, this person is nuts. I said, first of all, I called up on her the other day. She filed a fake item not as described claim against me, but I sent her a label because that's what you have to do. Now, instead of sending the item back, she escalated it to a case. I don't understand that. I said, why did she do that? And the representative put me on hold, and he came back with a rather unusual reason. And again, this is what he told me. I can't verify it or anything. He said, or he claims that even though I accepted the return, the buyer never got the return label. Okay? I don't know if it's true or not, but he claimed he then sent her the return label. I still don't have the items back, and it's Friday. Either the person is just nuts in the head, or possibly there was a glitch on eBay's part. I don't know, okay? Could have been eBay, it could have been a glitch, it could be just a screwball buyer. I will keep you informed, and if I ever do get these items back, I will make the video, and I will show you how to take a deduction, because I think that's something everybody needs to understand. Sales this week were good. They started off really strong, but they slowed up, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know why sales sometimes slow up. One thing I do notice is that when one of my promotions ends, like a 10% store-wide sale, sales will slow right down until I restart the promotion once again. So that I can tell you is a fact. Now I want to discuss a real pet peeve of mine. That has to do with the eBay contact system. The eBay contact system is designed for buyers to send messages to sellers with legitimate questions about their item. For instance, what size is it? What color is it? And although I hate to say it, it's totally legitimate and totally okay for them to ask about pricing. Will you take $10 less? Now, you know I hate when they ask, what is your best price or how low will you go? I automatically diss them. They're gone. They don't exist. But even those questions, while annoying, are legitimate. But tonight, I want to tell you something that happened again the other night. And it really, really, really drives me crazy. It almost drives me to rage. And I've mentioned it a few times, and it hardly ever happens to you guys. But I'm going to show you tonight. Tonight you're going to see this yourself. It's when you have an item, let's say you have an item listed for $100 plus $20 shipping. And you get a fly-by-night that will message you and say, I see you have this item for $100. I have the exact same item. Would you like to buy mine? Oh, man, does that drive me nuts. Let me take a few minutes out of my busy schedule and explain why it pisses me off so greatly. Number one, these people are lazy and gluttonous. These people could easily list the item on eBay for any price they want and try and sell it themselves. But they won't because they're lazy. Lazy. They're like a sloth, okay? They don't do anything. They're gluttonous because they see what we're selling our item for, and they're going to try and get as close to that possible price as they can. I will never deal with a lazy sloth like that. I'm not saying it happens all that often, but it happens occasionally. So let's meet a lazy sloth. I'm going to read to you the exact verbiage. I will show you this. Then I'm going to show you something that's the icing on the cake. And this is an exact quote. I've got a set of these in very good condition. Would you be interested in purchasing them? And the person is from Houston, Texas. As we discussed earlier in today's video, dimensional shipping 17 by 17 by 8 is very expensive. All right? From here, I'm in the Northeast, just outside of New York City, to Texas is going to be expensive. How could I or any legitimate seller afford to buy the item from this guy, pay the shipping, have it shipped up here, and then relist it on eBay? It can't be freaking done. I wouldn't be surprised if he messaged everybody that has this exact item, okay? But now, here comes the best part. On a hunch, I decided to check who I was dealing with. Number one, he has never sold an item on eBay. Why? Because he's a lazy sloth. But that's not the icing on the cake. His feedback number now is 129. Do you know how many feedbacks he's left for his sellers? 2. Would you like to see them? I think you would. Let's hope you can see this. Look. 2 red dots. Out of 129 feedbacks that he's received from his sellers, he has never left a single one of the sellers a positive comment. He's left 2 negatives. Would you want to deal with a lazy sloth like that? I wouldn't. What I would like, and I mean this in all sincerity, I would like as many of you as possible to give me your personal feelings about the lazy sloth that I've just introduced you to. Please also share some of your experiences with other lazy sloths that have contacted you and said a similar thing. I see you have something for $100. Do you want to buy mine? You know, I shake my head in disbelief sometimes, and this is one of them. Years ago, eBay used to have a button on the bottom that said, report this contact for abusing the system. I would report this lazy sloth in a second, but they took that button out. Now, just in case any of you would say, well, Joe, maybe he is willing to list them on eBay. You want to buy a bridge? I got the Brooklyn Bridge for sale over here. The guy has never listed a single thing in his life on eBay. He's never sold anything. All right? If he did want to, and he was serious, what he would do is he could easily list them on eBay and then send out links to people. Hey, I got the same item as you. If you want to buy it, check these out. He's not listing anything because he's a lazy, lazy sloth. As far as I'm concerned, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday night, I make these videos to try and help you stay successful as an eBay seller. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. All right? If you don't think I did good tonight, tell me in the comment section what you want me to hit up, and I'll try and address those comments in next week's video. For those of you guys who didn't catch my 2 exploration videos on Saturday and Sunday respectively, Saturday was a gorgeous, beautiful, picture-perfect day. We went to the High Bridge Water Tower. Sunday was cloudy and rainy. It was cloudy and rainy non-stop from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The first nice day was Thursday. It was a horrible, horrible weather week. One of our worst ever. But anyway, if you want to check those videos out, feel free. Please address the concerns I've raised. This way we can help the sellers be successful, because that's what my videos are about. I want you to make money. All right? And we're going to encounter some hurdles along the way. It happens. All right? Thanks for watching. Go out there and make a ton of money on eBay. Rock on and peace!